What's going on, folks? Will Stewart here with our very first live show on Will Stewart 365. Big up the people watching you. There's a few of you there. It's our first stream, so there may not be a lot of people in the chat. We do have one. James George is here. Congrats, Will, on the 500. Well deserved. Enjoyed every minute. Big up, sir. Big up yourself, my man. Big up yourself. But today we're going to be doing a massive haul unboxing. We've got an unboxing here. I've got 4 different Issey Miyake fragrances. We're going to be doing kind of an unboxing, first impressions on every single one of these. And hopefully we get through it. We're going to try to do about 60 minutes tonight and check them out. 3 of these are for the winter time. Or no, sorry, 3 of these are more summer-esque type of a fragrance, and a couple of them are, and one of them is a wintertime fragrance. So, big fan of the House of Issey Miyake. Personally, I do have the original, the L'Odyssée pour Homme down there that we've already opened and been a part of. We might pull that one out to do some comparisons and stuff like that. But thank you guys very much for all the watches and the likes, subscribes, and the views and all of that great stuff. And I hope you guys enjoy this particular live stream. We're going to do this every now and again when I get a big, large unboxing. Maybe in the future too, we'll have some guests that come onto the show and all of that great stuff as well. But we got Roy in the house as well saying, hi, we'll have a good show. Thanks, my man. Dietrich Kane, about time you did a live, you lazy. I know, it's a tough one to do a live on here. You know, I wanted to get to a point where we actually could have an audience, somewhat of an audience. Not a huge audience right now on our first show, in the first 5 minutes of the show, but we'll get there. We'll get there for sure. Kyle Patrick Vineyard is here as well. Big up, congratulations on reaching 500 million subscribers, maybe one day on YouTube. Olu's in the house as well. Big up Olu, big up Olu. But let me know if you guys are wearing a fragrance of the day. What are you guys wearing today? Type that in the chat if you got a fragrance in. I've also got my coffee here so that I can clean the palette in between each fragrance. And yeah, look, it's because it's happened so quickly. Like, I literally just hit 500 subscribers, like, I want to say maybe a week ago. And you know, with my day job of Tottenham Hotspur, it's been a little bit too busy to rock a live stream. And no schedule tonight to stream over there on Tottenham away, but we got it going on here tonight. Will Stewart 365. We're going to talk about some fragrances. So let's do the one that's a winter scent, right? Because we are in the winter time, and this one's more applicable to folks. And we got here from the House of Issey Miyake's, we've got Nuit d'Essai Parfum. This one got 125 ml in the 4.2 fluid. This one's a tester. This is the Parfum. I've never smelt any of the winter fragrances from the House of Issey Miyake. I've only ever smelt the summer ones, the L'Odyssée pour Hommes and stuff like that. We do have 3 of that. We've got the L'Odyssée pour Homme Intense, as well as the Fusion d'Essai, which is kind of like a coconut scent, and I like coconut. And then we have the Fusion d'Essai Extreme as well. So that's going to be a fun one. So let's grab. Well, I guess I don't need a knife for the Issey Miyake, but let's pull this one out and take a look at the bottle. We'll show you guys what the bottle looks like. We'll get rid of the box there. But for here on the bottle, it's a nice kind of a matte black bottle that has like late gradient lines that run across it, which is pretty sleek and cool. Again, this is the normal bottle shape for Issey Miyake and the men's fragrances. This is kind of like a fin or something. I don't know what's going on with that. But that's how we got going on here, as well as the cap. The caps on all of these are pretty lightweight, and they are plastic. But you do have a pretty decent atomizer on these going forward. But this one here is not lined up. But let's grab a test strip, and we'll smell this one. See what it smells like. Now, when you guys watch my videos, I get a lot of editing and stuff that comes out, and so you don't get to experience the pauses in between. All right, so you're gonna experience some pauses in between today. So maybe we'll crank that background music up just a little bit. And my vocals are really loud, I think. You see my ears, they are. Okay, so not as deep and dark as I was expecting. Not as deep and dark as I was expecting, but it is. It is a pretty good quality one. It's definitely in that designer vein. It's not niche. There's not a whole lot of, you know, depth and or changes that I project. But it is a masculine scent. I've gone nose blind to it pretty quick, to be honest with you. Put another couple sprays on there. So for this one, I'm getting note-wise. Note-wise, I'm getting... There's going to be some ambers, some musks. Ambers and musks. Maybe some ambroxan, maybe some florals, some fruity florals. Let's grab the notes on this one. I'm gonna open up the house of, I'm gonna open up our Parfumo app here on the web here. We're gonna take a look and see what the notes are in this one, because to be honest with you, I don't know if my nose has gone blind to it really fast or what, but, or it's just not, maybe not a strong favorite, maybe a little bit of a leather note. Leather note could be good. Let's see. So we got Nuit d'Issey. Nuit d'Issey. Parfums. This is a 2015 7.4 rating. Yeah, so leather. So pink pepper and grapefruit, you do get that spice in the top. The pink pepper and the grapefruit, you do get that spice in the top. Leather and vanilla in the heart notes. Patchouli and tonka bean. So this is going to be a leathery vanillic scent. It's getting better in the dry down for sure. We've also got CMO in the house. It says, "What's up, Will? Congrats on the 500 subs." Thank you very much. You've helped do that. That's my man Connor. He's gonna help edit some of the videos for the channel going forward, and he does a really good job with that. So it's a good time, but does a good job, and it's a good outlook. A pink paper, grapefruit, leather, vanilla for sure. Like I got the leather before I pulled the notes up. It's not as bold as I would expect. Like it's not popping off the test strip. It's not punching me in the face. So this one maybe is maybe like a good office, like a winter office scent. Fall winter office scent. It's going to get you some of that same leather, vanilla, patchouli vibe. It does have definitely a patchouli. That's kind of what I was smelling, like the muskiness of it, the dirtiness of the fragrance. But you guys can take a look at the bottle here and all of that good stuff. You've got the bottle there, D'Issey Parfum from Issey Miyake. I think this one costs around, these are pretty affordable from discounters. If you're going to like Jomo Shop or something like that, you can usually pick these up for less than $100. And the pink pepper for me is it's pretty subtle. Like this is a good like if you're in a situation, maybe on a bus, at the office, or you're in a particular situation where you don't want to necessarily blast somebody's nose out, school, it would be a really good option for you. And that's this one here. Get the D'Issey Parfum, right? Nuit d'Issey Parfum from Issey Miyake. And it's got a good, I would say, for me, the pink pepper, I don't really get a whole lot of grapefruit. I mean, you do get a little bit of that off the opening, the top. Let's take a spray on this on skin and see if we've got what we get off skin, because sometimes a paper can be a little bit misleading. So we're gonna let that settle down for a little bit. I'm gonna have to try to find enough skin to not cover myself. Comes on here and we're talking about blowing noses out. Yeah, so like there's some fragrances that are super strong that when you spray them on, like, you know, if you're in a tight enclosed space, like if you're at the office, or maybe your significant other, your partner, your wife doesn't like strong fragrances, this is going to be a good one for the fall and winter, I think. For school, if you're younger, it's not overly old school. You do get a little bit of a leather vibe on skin. So on skin, I'm getting a little bit more of a leather. Spicy in that pink pepper, a little earthy in that patchouli. So because the projection's not hot, like even on skin, I put 2 sprays on this hand and I'm not getting a huge amount of it. Like I got to get pretty close to really be able to break the notes down on this one. But so scent wise, so the way that it smells, I'm going to say it smells it's a pleasant scent. So 9 out of 10 on the scent part of it. Performance wise, projection wise, I'm not really getting a big wall of fragrance coming off the hand. I am getting a lot of that leather, maybe a little of the tonka bean. The vanilla isn't really popping out for me. So the vanilla is very kind of subtle on this one. But it's good. It's a good fragrance. I think this would be really good for situations where you don't want a fragrance that's really loud, right? Like you definitely don't want to wear this one to a club. On a date night, like if you plan on getting real close and intimate, like a date night, not going out with like on a first date. This is definitely not first date worthy because it doesn't announce itself enough. But maybe I would say it's probably good. Like if you've been dating for a while and you just want to smell good, or if you've been married for, you know, a while and you want to go out on a date, smell a little bit sensual, but you don't want to be like loud and boisterous, I think this would be a good option. Definitely a fall winter scent. Rating wise, they got a 7.4 for the rating there on the Parfumo app. And for the sillage, for the scent ratings, longevity about 7.4. So that means you're probably going to get about 8 hours. 8 hours of wear on the 7.4. Sillage, like I said, it's kind of low. It's a little bit of a 7. It doesn't really, you know, blast out there like, hey, I'm here. Because I mean, there's other fragrances that are kind of in this thing. So leather, vanilla, patchouli, tonka bean, absolute, pink pepper, grapefruit. It's like another one that I could kind of compare this to would be like a Spice Bomb Extreme, the original, but not near as loud, right? Like this is going to be really loud in the opening. People are going to know that you're wearing this one. They're going to, you know, they're going to be able to smell you from, you know, a couple feet away. Whereas this one is going to be a little bit closer. I think this is a really good business scent for the fall and winter, right? Go into the office. The leather is leathery. Like it smells like a good pair of handmade, you know, boots. Like you get those boots that are like handcrafted in Mexico. It's got that really good natural, like it smells like a natural leather. The quality of this is really good. And is this a real parfum concentration, or is this one of those EDPs that's like, yeah, it says parfum. So this is a straight up parfum. So you got 30%. So the longevity on this should be pretty good. Value for money. I can't remember what did I pay for this. Let's see what they got prices on this one here. Similar scents, smells like the original. I would go with the parfum, dude, because if this one's not that strong, I don't imagine that the EDP or the EDT would be that strong either, to be honest with you. But this one here, go with the parfum, dude. And we're gonna see take a look on Joma Shop and see if we can see how much I paid for this one. but it's not a whole lot. I want to say maybe around 60 bucks. 60 bucks is what I paid for this on Joma Shop. Let's see. Issey Miyake. Yeah, so around 50 bucks. So it's $50 for the EDT. Let's see if they've got the Parfum. A lot of times it's hard to find. It's a little one that's a little bit more hard to find. So these are good. So I'm going to say I probably paid around, here, I guess I could open up my orders and see exactly what I paid for it if we really want to get technical. But I bought this such a long time ago that I'm not 100% sure what I paid for it. So let's see. It's been sitting on my shelf for probably over a good month. So I paid $44.99. Yeah, so 50 bucks. Cold Shot says that's really good. I don't like strong smells. They give me a headache sometimes. I prefer the mild ones, not the strong ones. Dude, I'm telling you, pick this one up. 50 bucks from like from a discounter. $44.99 is what I paid for this one. Nuit d'Issey Parfum. You get to make sure you get the Parfum edition, but it's hard to find. The EDT could or could not be good. I don't know. I don't have that one. I should pick it up. It's about 35 bucks. But it's good. It's a good leather scent that sits close to the skin. It's not too loud. It's not in your face, but the quality of it smells really good. So it smells really good quality wise. I like it, guys. I think overall it's in the dry down on skin. It's a lot better. Like it sits. I mean, I can smell it a little bit from here. But I mean, if I get real close to my hand, it's almost like it's kind of growing in its warmth. And that could be that grapefruit is kind of absorbing off the skin. It smells really good. I like it. I like it. I'm gonna say 8 out of 10, especially for 10 out of 10 for like a winter office scent. 10 out of 10 for a winter office scent. If you were just gonna want to wear it all around, like projection wise, if I were to rate it as I normally rate fragrances, I like a little bit stronger fragrances personally. But as just regular fragrance, I'm gonna say 8 out of 10. It does sit real close to the skin, but it smells really good. Like the leather is very natural smelling. The tonka bean is sweet. It's a good one, especially for 45 bucks. If you can get this one for $45, the Parfum, 100% really good fragrance. Now let's break into the next one. So this is kind of from that same, put this one over here for now. So the next one that we've got here is the Livre d'Issey Pour Homme Intense. So this is another flanker off the regular Pour Homme line. And the regular Pour Homme line is this one here. And this is a really good like citrus summer scent. In fact, I use this one a lot for layering in the summer. And this is a really good scent, especially for the money. This is a 10 out of 10 winter or summer fragrance, gym fragrance, all those stuff. Quality. In this, you can see I've used quite a bit of that bottle there already. I really enjoy this one here. But we're going to open up the intense version. So the EDP, I do believe this is an eau de toilette, so it's not an EDP. But we're going to cut this one open here and we're going to see how this one compares to the original. Is it a little bit stronger? Is it warmer? What do they mean by intense, right? Like what are they trying to get through to us by calling this one intense versus the original? And how much different is it? We're about to find out, right? So opening this one up here on the box, you've got the normal Issey Miyake Intense. You got the concentration and the size here. We do have this in the 4.2 ounce, the big bottle. You've got the house information there, ingredients, all of that great stuff, barcode. On the bottom, you do have a batch code that's kind of inscribed. You can see that there's pressed into the top of the box and all of that good stuff. A lot of times with these fragrances, if you notice, when you open the box, the front panel should open to the front. If it opens to the back, you may have a fake, but this one's pretty cheap, so I don't know why anybody's really trying to fake it. Okay, so this one is not in a glass bottle here. This one is in a clear bottle, which is kind of cool. Whereas with this one here, the regular Pour Homme, it is in a white kind of glass, frosted glass bottle where this is perfectly clear. You got a black top on this one and a white or gray silver top on the top of that one. And again, value for money. These, man, that cap is on there really good. These Issey Miyakes, okay, the collar kind of popped up a little bit. Maybe not. The quality on these scent wise for the money is the best that you can get. Like these are like at like clone prices, but you're getting designer quality for sure. So the Issey Pour Homme Intense. Let's grab another test strip and we're gonna hit this one hard and see. It's only 1 or 2 sprays to get that one up and ready to go. Okay, so this one smells a lot like the original, so let's throw the original on a test strip as well. Smell some coffee to get the smell off my nose, but let's throw the original on there so we can compare it. So we got 3. So in the right hand, we've got the Issey Pour Homme Intense. And in the left hand, we've got the original. Okay, so the difference between the two is the Issey Pour Homme Intense is going to be a little bit more blue, right? So some more aquatic notes. And this one here, you can pick up for about $32.99. I paid $32.99 on this one from Joma Shop for the 4.2 ounce, 125 mil. So this is really good quality. Summer scent, beautiful. Again, sits a little closer to skin. So I think Issey Miyake would be like my go-to for like the office or for, you know, events where you're not really trying to make a sting in the summertime. This one's really great. It's fresh, citrus, aquatic, maybe. I don't know. Let's take a look at the notes. Let's take a look at the notes here from Issey Miyake. And let's see here if I can find it. There it is. Pour Homme Intense. So this is a 2007. So this has been around for a while. Old one, old one, but a goodie. So 6.9. So the main accords on this one that they got are spicy, citrus fresh, woody, and smoky. There is a bit of a smoky. So it's got that yuzu in it, right? That's in the original. But this one smells more of like, okay, so yeah. So in the top, we've got mandarin orange, yuzu, orange, and bergamot, right? So the top is very similar to the original. In the heart, you've got cardamom, camphor, cinnamon, nutmeg, blue lotus, and saffron. Frankincense, ambergris, benzoin, and papyrus in the base, right? So I can already smell that this one is starting to get deeper and deeper. It starts out fresh, right? In the opening, you're getting a lot of that mandarin orange zest, that yuzu, that orange, that bergamot. But you can also feel a little bit, I think maybe it's that blue lotus, maybe a little bit of that saffron from the heart that kind of helps push it and makes it smell almost like a Dior Sauvage type of a deal. Not exactly like that, but it smells. And then it gets woody real fast. So this one actually, for being cheap, this is 30, you know, I said I paid like $33 for this. This one is transferring. It is shifting in its, from the opening down to the mid. I don't know if it's going to shift again, but let's put this one on skin. So we'll put 2 sprays on there. We'll let that dry down a little bit. But we'll put this over here so you guys can take a look at the bottle. And on this one here, you can see it is a bit of a fingerprint magnet, but it does have, you know, a really nice clear glass bottle. You know, nothing special on the top or the back, but it is a yeah, so definitely blue fragrance. For me, this one smells quite a bit like I don't know, let's try Dylan Blue here. See if I don't think it's not quite in that vein. Dylan Blue's a little bit sweeter in the top. This one's a little bit more musk heavy, right? So it's a little bit more woody, but you're getting a similar vibe to like a Prada Carbon or Dior Sauvage. I think I mentioned that before, but this one's going to be a little bit smokier, a little bit woodier, but it's definitely a spicy, citrus, fresh, woody, smoky vibe. That frankincense and that ambergris, that amber is really starting to come through. It's also got a papyrus note in the base as well. So this would be great for the office, I think. Like this one would be really good for the office all year round. Like this is an all season. This one here is going to be good all seasons for you to wear at the office, at school. A good cheapie. It's getting deeper now too. So smoky, fresh, smoky, woody fragrance with quality. Let's see what they say about the longevity. I mean, this one projects pretty good. Like it projects more than the Pour Homme, which by the way, that Parfum from the Nuit d'Essai on my left hand is really starting to sweeten up. That vanilla and tonka bean is really starting to get, this one here is going to be a beautiful fragrance for work in the winter and fall. Like it would probably be my number one recommendation if you like one that's not super strong, but still getting that leather sweet facets. But on this one here, the longevity is 6.9. They got it on a 6.9 scale. Ciliage 6.6. So this isn't going to last that long. So it's kind of perfect for the office. It's going to sit close to the skin. You're going to smell professional. This definitely smells professional, high end. Like the quality you're getting for the price, I think on these, especially with the price from discounters, is really, really good, right? So you're getting like, 125 mil for 32 bucks. I mean, I don't know if you can beat that with quality wise, and from a brand too that gains a lot of respect. The bottle, the presentation looks really good on the shelf. For me, I'm going to give this one a 7.5. It's definitely different than the Issey Miyake original one, right? This is straight up citrus. This is a citrus bomb, a really good citrus bomb, one that I love to layer across. Like if you have a sweeter summer fragrance like an Eros Eau de Parfum, and you spray this over the top of it, you layer it over the top in the summer, you can get away with wearing some sweeter fragrances in the summer because this really kind of pops that citrus. But for me, it's a good one. I like it. I'm not for a blind buy safe. I think most people are going to like this. It's going to be very, kind of commercial, very accepted by everyone. And it smells good. Like I like it. Value for money, I think this one's going to be 8. Bottle wise, I like the bottles of the Issey Miyakes. They look good on the shelf. They're a bit tall, so that's great for the back row. Like if you've got like a organization here of these, up on the shelf, and you want to put that Issey Miyake back there, you're going to be able to see it. It's going to stand up above the others. Quality fragrance. 7 out of 5. Let's get into some other ones though that I think are a little bit different DNA. And we'll start with the EDT on this one. So this one over here, we've got Fusion d'Essier by Issey Miyake. A little bit different presentation, a little bit different bottle design. This one does have an outer sleeve. And then on the outside here, you've got Fusion d'Essier Eau de Toilette. This we got here in the 100 ml size. So a little bit smaller bottle. 3.3 fluid ounces. This one here for me, when I bought this one off of Joma Shop, I paid around $36, so 37. So a little bit more expensive than the other ones, but not bad at all. Not bad at all. On the bottom, you do have barcode and batch code and all that good information here. On the bottom, Scent of Nature Infusion. So let's get the knife. We're gonna open this one up. Let's pull up the notes. I won't look at them right now. But this is a 2020 release, so it's a couple years old, only 2 or 3 years old. We're gonna sit here, we're gonna cut this one open, we're gonna take a look. I've not smelled anything from this DNA. I have watched a few reviews on it. It's supposed to be a good summer scent with a coconut vibe, like go to the beach type of a vibe. And I really like coconut scents. So hopefully this one's good. And we're gonna pop this one open here. We've got that here. So the bottle presentation, you've got this nice kind of clear glass here, and you've got like you can see there in the reflection of the light, you're getting like a little, it's almost like a cubed or a three-dimensional top. It's a little bit different than the bottle shape too. You've got rounded edges rather than the sharp, got rounded sides, right? Versus the original from the Ladisi line, it's very sharp. This one's going to be a little bit more rounded. On the bottom of the bottle, you do have your information, your batch code, and all of that great stuff. These are made in France. I like the bottle. This one's definitely going to be a fingerprint magnet, though. It's like if I throw this up on here and let the light hit it, you're going to see that it's a fingerprint magnet for you guys there. But you can also, you know, keep a microfiber cloth and stuff like that. I always keep one around. Not that I'm really anal about the bottles, except for when I'm doing reviews and stuff. Like, the fact that you guys are seeing this view here with the bottles spinning and running and you can see my fingerprints on it, it drives my OCD real bad, real hard. But we're gonna grab this one off here and we're gonna come back and we're gonna put this one on a test strip and we're gonna smell it for the first time. So again, plastic cap. The atomizers on these are actually pretty good. It's kind of like your basic atomizer. It's got that snap collar around the edge and it looks a lot similar to a lot of other brands. It's probably like a stock one that they use a lot of the times in France. Okay, yeah. This is really good. This is really good. So this is going to be a blue fragrance and that coconut note. So this reminds me a little bit of St. Bart's. This is good. This is really good. Like, it's sweet. So you're getting kind of like a YSL eau de parfum type of a sweetness. But you're also getting blue notes, blue and aquatic notes. It gives you a little bit of a St. Bart's vibe. Now, if the longevity on this is better than St. Bart's, because St. Bart's smells delicious. Like if you're going in the summertime, that coconut is really starting to come through now. It smells like a pina colada, but a fresher than a pina colada. But you're getting that pina colada sweetness, right? This is really good. 9 out of 10 for me. Summertime, this is going to get a lot of wear this spring, this summer. Or like if you're going on a trip, if you're going on a vacation right now in the middle of December and you live in the northern hemisphere, pick this one up, dude. $36.95. But hold off, because we're gonna watch, or we're gonna review the extreme version of this as well, and that one may or may not have a better projection. But this smells really good. Like this smells really good. I'm gonna roll up my sleeve here. We're gonna put a couple sprays on skin for you guys so that you can smell it. Good all year round or seasonal. I think it's seasonal. But it smells delicious. Like it's almost like a summer gourmand, right? So it smells like a pina colada, but it's blue. So you're getting a little bit of that. Like, so take Dylan Blue. If you know what Dylan Blue smells like, take Dylan Blue and add a little bit of a St. Bart's. So overspray Dylan Blue with St. Bart's from Tommy Bahama. If you guys haven't smelled that one too, that's a good coconut winter scent. But it smells like a pina colada. And you're getting that blue vibe. Let's take a look at the notes now. So you got, in the top notes, you've got coconut water, fig nectar, and lemon. And that's where you're getting that sweetness, right? But then in the, yeah. So this is a blue fragrance for sure. It's a really good one. And so it's got eucalyptus, cardamom, geranium, nutmeg, and rosemary in the middle, in the heart, right? But you get a lot of that coming up, that cardamom, a little bit of that spiciness. Ambroxan in the base. right? Cisalate, patchouli, and woods. So this is really, I'm gonna tell you, it smells a lot like, exactly like if you were to take St. Bart's from Tommy Bahama, St. Bart's, and mix it with Dylan Blue. That's what you're gonna get here. And so 6.5, this is what they got the rating on. I think it's a lot better than that. For me, this is like a 9. Because I really like the smell of St. Bart's. Now this is warming up. It's not sticking around. The coconut's fading off pretty quick and it's getting to smell a lot more, just a lot more like Dylan Blue. At least on my skin. I may or may, no, I didn't have another fragrance on today, so you're going to get longevity on this one. It says sillage longevity about 6.4. So normally 6.4 is usually around 4 to 5 hours is what they're saying. So it says that it ends to dry down with patchouli and a little bit of woods. It's got mediocre durability, so 4 to 5 hours. So great for summertime, like especially on vacation. The opening on this one is absolutely beautiful. That citrus, fig, coconut is really good. Like it's a quality top, but it fades pretty quick, to be honest with you. But for the price, man, 36 bucks. I don't know. I'm gonna say. What should give this one a rating? Yeah, it is a good one. So this one, I think this one's gonna get a lot of wear. On paper, it smells a lot better on paper. The citrus is hanging around longer. But that always happens on paper. We're gonna put another spray on the arm there. This one might be one that it's okay to overspray if you want that real projection and that beast. But yeah, I mean the opening is just beautiful. Lemon, coconut, fig, which gives you that pina colada vibe, right? Because pina coladas are a bit sweet, and that fig, the sweet fig, mixed with that coconut water and the lemon just gives you that tropical pina colada, but it's like a fresh pina colada. So it's not, so sometimes pina coladas can be almost kind of like cloyingly sweet, but this one isn't that. It's fresh and then sweet. So it's like a lemony pina colada. It's good. Let's grab the Extreme now. We'll open up the Extreme. We'll set this one off to the side here. I've rolled up my other sleeve over here so we can get a good thing. We're gonna clear the nose a little bit before we open that next one up. And we're gonna see what this one smells like. So this one here, again, Fusion d'Issey. This is the Extreme version, so it should be amped up. Again, in the 100 ml bottle. So about the same size as that last one. On the back is very similar. You've got the text, all that stuff, ingredients. On the bottom, you've got all of that good stuff there, batch code and other stuff. Let's cut this one open too. And I need to sharpen my knife. It's not cutting through these near as easily as it used to. But let's pop this one out. Again, flap opens from the front. This one's a little bit more expensive because I think this one's newer. So on Juma Shop, I paid $51.99 for the Extreme of this one. So about $51, and you're getting kind of the same presentation, but it's deeper, it's darker, it's blue, right? So are these going to be redundant? So looking at the two different bottles, you've got one that's kind of in a light green and one that's in a deeper, darker blue. Is this one just going to be more blue? Is it going to be the same but more intense, more stronger, more extreme? Or is it going to have a completely different vibe? I don't know. We're about to find out. And if you like fragrances that aren't super strong, or maybe they don't last that long, you could go with the original. But we're going to see here what the Extreme is. Does it sit back deep? Is it in your face? Does it last longer? And we're going to check this one here. We're going to see if this one is as good as the last one. We're going to pull up the notes. We're not going to look at them yet, but we're going to get the computer ready. We're going to search for that one there. And boom, Fusion Dizzy Extreme. We're going to close the window. Let's take a look at this one. Bottle's exactly the same. Lid's exactly the same. Atomizer's exactly the same. It's just a little bit deeper, darker blue, so I won't bore you guys with that one. Atomizer's the same. They're decent. Good atomizer. Gets a good breath of a spray. So on this one, it's basically just a blue fragrance. Like for me, they've kind of it's almost like they've pulled the coconut out completely, which is a little bit disappointing. I'm liking the original better right now. Just first impressions. I'm liking the original Fusion Dizzy better. It's sweeter. This one's maybe a little bit more aquatic. Okay, so that coconut is starting to come through. So maybe they've shifted that coconut to the mid. But it is deeper, it's darker. And this one's on sale right now on Joma's shop for $45.58. So I paid more. This one's on sale. Retail on these is $90, but you're getting them about 50% off. Like I said, I bought mine months ago. So this one, instead of having that pina colada, like a citrusy, fresh pina colada, this one has almost a little bit more, almost like a suntan lotion-y type of a vibe. And a little bit more blue. So you're getting that coconut in there, but it's different. It's not a... Maybe they've pulled the bergamot out of the top. I don't know. When we go to take a look at the notes, we'll be able to see what's going on. But let you guys take a look at the bottle here. What do I do with the bottle? You guys can take a look at the bottle there on the it's a little bit out of focus. The bottle it's a little bit nicer. I like the color of the bottle. But this one just smells a little bit more blue for me. A little bit more blue, a little bit more deep dark race. Let's take a look at the notes. What do they got in the notes here? So fresh sweet green. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I was almost exactly right. Yeah. I think I like the original better because it's in the top, but here's the deal. This is what they've done. Okay. So the bergamot and cardamom in top. So there's still bergamot and cardamom. So cardamom is a spicy or almost kind of gives you like a woody scent. And then they've taken, instead of coconut water, you get straight coconut in the mid, and it's in the mid, right? So it smells, and that's mixed with lavender and peppermint, right? So, and then patchouli and sandalwood in the base. So the original smells fresh coconut tropical in the top, right? Like a St. Bart's and a Dylan Blue mixed together. This one smells a little bit more Dylan Blue in the top. And then that coconut kind of comes under like a in the mid, and it's mixed with that lavender, so you're almost getting like a suntan lotion type of a vibe, but it doesn't smell like a lotion. It doesn't smell powdery like a lotion. But you know what I'm talking about? It's deeper, it's richer. It's not as bright and airy. So the original is airy and bright, where this one is a little bit more deep and dark. So like if you're going to Cancun, if you're going to Cancun, this will be a good one to take. So you're going to Cancun for vacation, and during the day when you're out on the beach and you're walking around town and you're going to see the Chichen Itza and all that great stuff, wear the original. Buy both of these because they're so cheap. You're basically getting 2 of these for the price below what it costs to buy one at retail, right? If you're going to like shop like jomashop.com. And then this one, when you go out to the club, right, at night in the summertime, it's still hot, right? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna spray this one on skin on my other arm too, so we get a good view of that. So we'll put 3 sprays on my arm over there. So even when this one dries down, it gets a little bit deeper, but it still smells very fresh and tropical. Try to dry that down a little bit. You get a lot of juice in this atomizer though. Yeah, so this one's bluer. So 100%, that's exactly what this is. This is a deeper version of the original, and they're both eau de toilettes in their concentration. So this is an eau de toilette intense, and this is just a regular eau de toilette. But you got these 2 here, and those 2 are going to be good for you're going on a trip, you're going to see. Big up Ozan, welcome back. Really good for like if you're going on vacation or holiday to the beach. You can pick up both of these now for about 90 bucks, right? Less than $90, about 80, so 45 right now. Plus I paid 32, I think, for the original. So that's what, 78, 79, so about $80. You can pick up both of these and you'd have like that beach vacation, you know, party time aspect. The extreme version for the evenings, right? To dinner, to the hookah bar, to the club. In the daytime, when you're going to the beach, hot weather, this one's really gonna pop off your skin. And that's really what these 2 do. If I were to have to pick one or the other one, this one gets a higher rating than the original over here. And it says that the longevity is a bit longer as well. So this one, the sillage and the longevity is a 7.2 versus a 6. And so you're getting probably maybe 6 to 8 hours, or maybe 5 to 6 hours with the extreme, 4 to 5 hours with the original. But the original one's, I think, is better. It's fresher, it's sweeter. They're good. So if I were gonna pick one, I would say that this one for me is like a 9 for summer, friends, like especially in the opening. Like this was one for cheap enough that you could just spray it on all day. Just coat yourself in it over and over and over. Maybe pack it up into like a decanter and just hit yourself all day with it. And then when you go out at night, you switch over to the extreme version and you're gonna get a little bit deeper, a little bit more sensual, a little bit more of a sexy coconut smell that's going to give you a better projection and longevity as it cools down in the evening, right? I think that would be a good thing. But I like these, man. That's what we've got. We've got the house of Issey Miyake. See if we can put all of those up there that we've talked about today. And I'm going to answer questions a little bit for the next 5 to 10 minutes. If you guys have any questions or anything like that that you want to talk about. But we've got those over there. Those are all the different ones that we talked about today. You got the intense version, which is good. I think it's a great office scent. You got the two fusions, which is going to be your beach party, your beach vacation type of a fragrance, and then the Nuit d'Issey pour Parfum, which is going to be a really good winter office scent, school scent, or if you're going on a date with somebody that you've known for a while and you don't want to be too intense. Those are all the ones we've talked about today. But We've got a question. Do you rate Azzaro Wanted? Something about the Azzaro line. I have Azzaro the Most Wanted. I have Wanted by Night, and I have the Most Wanted Parfum. And there's going to be on the channel, there's going to be a review for the Most Wanted Parfum coming up. I've already got the reviews for Wanted by Night and the Most Wanted. And yeah, it's hard at 1.4 to really rock all those bottles at the same time. But we've got so he asked me, can you do a review of Jean Paul Gaultier Le Mans? Yeah, so I can do like a little bit of a line review for you guys on this one. Like maybe when it gets, I've got a lot of reviews that I've made that just need to go on the channel, but I do have the Le Mans Le Parfum. I've got Le Mans. I've got Aviator. I've got the Ultramall. And I've got Le Mans Le Parfum, right? So I can do like a little bit of a mini line review. There's a couple of these I don't have like on board and stuff like that. There's probably about 4 or 5 other ones in this group that I don't get. Some of those are discontinued, so they're really hard to find. But I can do I'm gonna do a little video on these, kind of like a line review about different lines. Let me know if it's like something that you're looking at picking up real, because this is definitely maybe not a summer scent, but or winter scent rather. This one's going to be very powdery. I mean, it smells good, right? But it's ultra powdery. I mean, it smells like makeup to me, like a makeup bag, like a powder. I mean, it's a good scent. It's a good scent, but it's super powdery. And they're all pretty powdery for me. For me, the Le Parfum is probably the best. That's my favorite out of this line. I haven't smelt the new elixir yet. There's an elixir that just came out this year that I haven't smelt yet. That's supposed to be pretty good. People are rating it pretty high. First date scent. So out of these 4, the first date one for me would be the Le Parfum. This is going to be the sweetest, the most sensual, the sexiest out of the bunch. For going to the club, you're going to want to rock the Ultramall. And then with the regular Le Mans, if you went light on the sprays, maybe kind of like a daytime scent, stuff like that. But yeah, they're good. Another good alternative. So these can be kind of expensive, around $90, $80 for the Ultramall. Another good alternative for this one that's a clone that I also have a review up on the channel for, and that's Affinon 9 PM. So Affinon 9 PM is a really good clone from the House of Affinon. That's basically a clone of the navy blue one, right? The Ultramall, Jean Paul Gaultier Ultramall. And so check this one out if you want to just try it, or if you don't like it, because this is just about as good. It's a little bit sweeter, a little bit more bubblegummy. Really good club scent. For the price, the bottle, the cap, I mean, this is a solid metal, solid metal cap. College wants to smell good. Yeah, so the Aviator for me, out of this line is probably my least favorite. This is a little bit more of a woody, little greener, woodier. It's hard to explain what this one even smells like. It smells like watermelon and plastic, like a plastic watermelon. It doesn't smell bad, but it doesn't smell good either. It's almost like they tried to mix earthy things with fruity things, and it just didn't come together. Yeah, it's a little bit more earthy. But it's melony, like it's a melony earthiness. It's just weird, it's unique. It's not powdery, so this one's definitely not powdery at all. The Aviator, and it's like in an OD green bottle with blue lines. It's not powdery at all, like the other ones are. Ultra Male's a little bit powdery. Le Parfum is Le Male Le Parfum is a little bit powdery. This one is like vanilla, sweet, chocolate, caramel. Good for fall, winter, first dates. If you're going to the club and you want to smell young and youthful at the club, go with the Ultra Male or the 9 p.m. The Le Male, I don't know what it's really good for, to be honest with you. It's not one that I necessarily vibe with. I know it's a super popular scent, but I'll do like an in-depth review. It's just been a quickie on it. I'll do an in-depth line review and maybe go over the notes of each one and talk about, you know, and rank them or something like that. I'm going to try to pick up the Elixir. What I'll do is I'll pick up the Elixir. It's in the gold bottle. I'll pick that one up and then I'll do the 5 of them. That's a good, you know, top, you know, 5 Le Males or whatever. I'll do that. So I'll go pick up the Elixir tonight. Should get it in about a week or so, and then we'll do that review on the channel. But any more questions, folks, for the guys in the chat? If not, we're going to call it a night for tonight. We just wanted to say thank you guys very much for all the love, support, the likes, the comments, all the subscribes that you've given to the channel, all of those great things. And we appreciate all of it. But make sure you're hitting the subscribe button. We're going to start doing more of these. What I'm going to start doing is, because I'm starting to get really backed up on my fragrance reviews. So like, if you guys can see over here, I'll roll this camera back that way behind my microphone here. This is all the docket that I got left to review. So I had these Issey Miyakes sitting there for months, right? Like I've had these sitting here for months. Yeah, it's also fun. I like the non-football vibe too. It's also fun to talk about some other things all the time than the football all the time. But and fragrances is something I've gotten into, and you know, I've already got the whole setup and everything, so it just made it an easy and an obvious choice. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 2 scent birds that have been sitting there for 2 months. That's 2 months worth of scent birds that I haven't even opened or smelled yet, right? And so I'm gonna start doing some more lives where I can get through. Like these Issey Miyakes has been sitting on my shelf in boxes for months now. I don't even remember when I bought them, and I didn't want to open them because I wanted to be able to, you know, to create content out of it. And live shows, I think, is a way where I can shorten that gap, because I got a bunch of clones there. I got a Tom Ford and a Stronger With You absolutely there. I've got a bunch of other stuff sitting there ready to go, ready to be reviewed. And I'm buying more fragrances than I have time to make videos on sometimes. And I'm making videos. When I sit down to do reviews, I usually do 5 or 6 videos at a time now. So I'm opening 5 or 6 fragrances at a time. That's why you can see like the clothes, like in maybe 2 or 3 videos back to back, I'm wearing the same shirt and hat. And that's because I sat there and I just did 3 reviews all at one time, and then editing them and putting them together. It takes me about an hour and a half. So we got good old Connor over there. He's helped me out, maybe take a little bit of that load off, that work off. Yeah, share this live streams out with your friends. If you got friends that are into fragrance and stuff like that, let them know about the channel. We're gonna be doing a little bit more about these, you know, going on. If we start getting a lot of viewers in the chat, you know, we start getting 15, 20, 30 people watching live, we'll maybe throw the link in there and invite some people on, and we can have a little discussion, talk about it. Also too, let me know what you guys wear. Like if you got a scent of the day, what you're wearing today, throw that in the chat. We'll put it and we'll talk about that. But yeah, what we got coming up, I'll let the people who are watching live get a little bit of a sneak peek into the docket of what we've got coming up here. So let me look at my list of what we're going to be reviewing on the channel here pretty quick. So we've got a review coming up onto the channel for the Prada Luna Rosa Carbon as well, and that's going to be compared against the original Prada Luna. We're going to be doing that. We're also going to be hitting the Royal Night by the Woods collection, which is a Louis Vuitton clone of Ombre. Can't remember the full name. We've also got Parfums de Marly Carlisle, Sedley, Greenlee, and Pegasus Exclusive coming up soon on the channel. We've got some Halloween Man. I don't know if you can see it here. Maybe you can see it on this one, but no, you can't really see it because it's up on the top shelf. But we got a Halloween Man. We've got the Azzaro The Most Wanted Parfum review coming out. We also have a Givenchy Pie review coming up. We have Mercedes-Benz Club Black review coming up. So we've got a lot. I have a lot of stuff to edit right now. And we have got the one Eau de Parfum review and unboxing coming up. And then we also have the one Luminous Night up. We've got Royal Night. It's already up on the channel. So the Dolce & Gabbana, the one Luminous Night. But it's not the actually Dolce & Gabbana one. It's the clone from Fragrance World that we're going to be doing on that. So yeah, check out the clone videos, especially if you guys are in college and the funds are tight, not a lot of a disposable income. I'm telling you right now, the clone game is getting good, and there's a lot of people, a lot of products that you can pick up. Another one that's coming up on the channel soon is Tobacco Touch by Mason Alhambra. And Mason Alhambra, let's grab. So this one here is another one that we got a review, and this is absolutely fabulous. This is amazing. Spoiler alert, but this one we're gonna be doing up on the channel. I've also ordered probably like this whole line and this Tom Ford clones. We're gonna be talking about that on the channel, so make sure you guys are hitting that like button, that subscribe button, so you get notified every single time that we go live and or put out a new video. That's it for today, folks. We will see you guys next time. Stay good, stay healthy, stay well. I'm out of here. Peace.